you're new here, you're a new dressmaker, you're a beginner trying to go into this area or trying to go into dressmaking, I actually walked the path and I'm going to tell you what is involved in it. If you don't take time, your life will be going by. You'll be sewing clothes, but you cannot sew clothes for yourself. You won't look good because you're always on the sewing machine sweating, trying to meet up with clients' order. Let that not be your story. Hello sew buddies, you're highly welcome back to the channel. After a very long break, I apologize so much for that short break. It was actually for the best. I think I explained and I gave the reason why I went on that break. It was actually to recline and then come back to serve you better. So yeah, I'm back and it's so nice to finally meet all our new subscribers. My name is Joy. If you're just joining us here for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Here on this channel we do sewing videos and tutorials. We also do pattern making videos, and once in a while we also sit down to communicate and chat and just talk about life as a dressmaker, the pros and cons and how we can actually work on our skills and make money from it, especially online. So once in a while I do sit down videos like this to show you ways you can actually make do with your skills and work smart instead of working hard. So in today's video, the truth is, this video I don't even know what to title it. I don't know what to title. I just feel it's just been a burden in my heart to come down and sit down and do this video with you all, also to share my experience with you and all I've learned so far in my I started sewing in 2013, so this should be like 10 years of sewing. Yeah, in my 10 years as a dressmaker currently living in Nigeria. I came across a certain video here on YouTube by another YouTuber, Sew with Ijoma. I know she's a very popular Nigerian YouTuber, a sewing YouTuber as well, just like me. And the video talked about how tailors, how we undervalue ourselves, how we don't rate our work, and how other artisans like makeup artists and the likes value their work very well, and how they place so much value and importance on their work. And I'm here to expound on that video. I'm here to it's really been a burden in my heart. And when I came across that video, I was so happy that okay, yes, somebody is finally shedding more light on this. So I just want to give you my own mind, or just to share my own tea on that particular topic. But this video is not just going to be dwelling on that topic. Instead, we are going to be talking more on how to be fulfilled as a dressmaker, how to be fulfilled as a tailor. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of background story that I'm going to use in building up to the points I'm going to be laying out in this video. Like I said, I started sewing in 2013, unofficially in school in my second year, or was that in my third year? Yeah, 2013, in my third year actually, not second year. So I started sewing in 2013 while in school, to augment. By the way, I'm going to be drinking in between because this is going to be a very long discussion. In fact, I'm going to divide this video into part 1 and part 2. I don't care if many people are going to watch it, but I believe I'm going to be talking to 1 or 2 persons. So I'm going to be drinking in between because I don't want to have dry throats and stuff. So this topic, like I say, is very dear to my heart. I started sewing in 2013 as a student, and I can tell you for a fact that from that year 2013 up until 2022, I've never enjoyed Christmas. I say it again, I have never enjoyed Christmas from 2013 to 2021, because 2022 was when I had that aha moment, like when I finally sat down to go back to the drawing board and say, no, I can't do life like this. Why is it that tailors, dressmakers, especially in this part of the world, Nigeria, we don't value our mental health? We don't take care of ourselves, like self-care and the likes. Now let me go back to my story. In 2013, I started sewing, as a very young tailor. And one of my propelling force then as a tailor was mainly making money, making money and just seeing myself through school. I wasn't like my main sponsor, but I had to sponsor myself in one way or the other because the money coming from home was not enough to take me through school. So that was like my propelling force, right? And the problem in this life is when money is your, oh please pardon me, my neighbor is eating something downstairs and it's affecting the video. Please just ignore the background. Oh my goodness, just ignore the background sound, please. I just have to do this video because if I don't do it, I may not get back to it. So in 2013, I started sewing, in school, and I graduated in 2015. As a student, I would take work home, even while on break, and I would sew at home just to meet up with clients' work or clients' order. There are so many things that happen to you as a tailor if you don't really have a vision, if you don't really have a plan on how your tailoring work is going to go. You don't get to make clothes for yourself. If you have kids, you don't even get to make clothes for them. Not because you cannot make those clothes for them, but because you won't find that time to make clothes for them. You have clients lined up for you to meet up with clients' orders. So you won't want to keep clients' clothes or disappoint people and start making clothes for yourself. You would rather disappoint yourself and disappoint your family in order to meet up with clients' order. So in this video, I'm going to be talking on that topic, how to take care of yourself as a tailor, how to take care of your mental health, your physical health, and everything concerning you. What to do to help you tackle this issue of being fulfilled as a tailor. The truth was, I was just aiming for the money. You know how you say, oh, I'm not going to collect so much in December, and you see people bring work, and because of the money might even look attractive, which at the end of the day, after sewing, you don't even know where the money is going to. It's either you are treating one illness or the other because you've overworked your body in such a way that you have to rest, you have to treat illnesses and things like that. So you don't even get to enjoy the kind money that you were going after. Now, in 2013 up until 2021, I got married in 2018. I was sewing, I got married. I could remember those days as a bespoke tailor because right now I'm slowly transitioning from bespoke tailoring into online tutoring full-time. So as a bespoke tailor, and a very good one at that, you have people, so many customers lined up, wanting you to sew clothes for them. And the Christmas period, October, November, December, January, February is like our season. And you have so many people bringing work for weddings and things like that. And because of the money, when you look at the money you collect, you just have to, because it's kind of enticing. If you don't collect work, you will go hungry if that's like your major source of income. So you find yourself on Christmas Day when other people are spending quality time with their family, and on New Year, when people are spending time with their family, you find yourself on the sewing machine peddling your life away. Peddling your life away. Christmas upon Christmas. You don't get to enjoy the holidays. You don't even have a break. In my own opinion, in my own case, I had workers working for me. And on 23rd, of course, they will go to spend Christmas with their family. And there I was on 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. In fact, I didn't have any break in between. Sewing. Now I ask myself, and I'm also asking you, my fellow designers, is that the best way to live as a tailor? You don't even, most times, once you start sewing in the morning, you won't even pause to eat and take care of yourself. Is that the best way to live as a tailor? I've seen so many advanced tailors. When I mean advanced, I mean people that have been in the tailoring game, all these street side tailors. They've been in this game for years. I've witnessed scenarios where customers come with, police trying to arrest them. They don't have peace of mind because they are sewing clothes. They are always depressed in as much as they will not show it. Things like that. And when I started sewing, I told myself, no, this was not going to be me. But somehow you just get into the game and you find yourself going down that same rat hole. And in 2021, after 2021 Christmas, I gave birth to my second child in 2021 October 2021. I gave birth to my second child October 4th precisely. And in December 2021, December 25th, you would expect that as a new mom. So you expect that as a new mom that had just given birth in October 4th, that on December and up until January, I should be resting my body and, you know, taking the little I can take. Well, do you know that on 25th of December, we were supposed to dedicate our child on 26th. That's Boxing Day, 26th of December 2021. That was on a Sunday. And I was still making the cloth, my child dedication cloth, on 25th of December. I know it might be, somebody might say, oh, lack of planning. But when you have clients' orders lined up, when you have customers' clothes lined up, and most of them want to travel with it for the season, you are in such a fix that you can't leave their own clothes and start sewing your own, because you feel that your own, you can just wake up on the morning of the occasion, which is what we do. I know we can all relate to this story. Most tailors or most dressmakers, when you have an occasion on a particular day, you find yourself sewing a night before that day or even a morning before that day. I've done it several times, so I can relate to it. I was making this cloth on 25th, a corset dress on 25th against 26th. After 21st, after 2021 December / January 1st, because I was also sewing on New Year's Day. You know that New Year resolution period now, that you sit down and plan how your year will go? Mine actually started in December. But after I walked through December, January, I had to sit down and tell myself, this is not life. This is not how I planned it. This is not how I envisioned it. In fact, I got to a point where I wanted to dust my radiography certificate and go and look for work as a radiographer. Because why would I be sewing on Christmas Day? I'm cooking in the kitchen and sewing at the same time. My babies are crying, you know, running around, clamoring for my attention. And obviously, my husband will be where he is in the room, you know, angry. Things like that. That was not the kind of life I envisioned for myself. So in 2022, January, I sat down and told myself that would be the end. By August 2022, I started announcing to all my customers. By then, I'd already started nurturing the dream or nurturing the thoughts of living bespoke tailoring. You know, I enjoy teaching a lot. You can already tell from my YouTube videos. I really enjoy teaching a lot. But because I was combining that teaching with bespoke tailoring, I couldn't give my students 100% of me. You know, if you're so greedy like me, like you want to do ready to wear, you want to do bespoke, you also want to do fashion training, you can't do everything. You have to look for one thing and niche down. This was the thing. In fact, I knew about it, but I just came to the realization late. You can imagine, since 2013 up to 2022 was when I actually said no. Okay, it's time to niche down. So if you're a dressmaker, yeah, and you're doing everything, you cannot do everything. You cannot. In fact, those who are doing bespoke, they have the area of bespoke that they are proficient in, that they are focused on. There are different areas of fashion. Look for one thing and be known for it. When you mention a name like Vicky James here in Nigeria, you can already imagine the kind of clothes she makes, because she has carved out that niche for herself. I think it was just of recent that she opened Shop Erica, and that's her ready to wear line. But before she did that, she was already proficient. She was already a master, an authority in bespoke, and not just bespoke, evening dresses, you know, all those couture dresses. She was already an authority there before she was able to now branch out. So you have to be known for something. Earlier on, I was doing bespoke, I was doing corset. Anyone you bring, I collect. At a time, I considered ready to wear. Of course, if you're in the ready to wear niche, you know that that area of fashion, you have to put in so much money. In fact, I watched a video where somebody said ready to wear is for rich kids, and I 100% agree with that person. That is another area of fashion designing. So you can't be doing everything at the same time, and at the same time you're trying to train students. No, it won't work. Look for one thing and niche down to it and be known for it. So in my own case, I was trying to do everything at the same time, and the area of delegation was a problem for me. So I'm here to talk to you, my fellow designers. If you're new here, you're a new dressmaker, you know, you're a beginner trying to go into this area or trying to go into dressmaking, I actually walked the path, and I'm going to tell you what is involved in it. If you don't take time, your life will be going by. You won't have a life for yourself. You won't have your own life. You will not be able to take care of yourself. You will be sewing clothes, but you cannot sew clothes for yourself. You won't look good because you're always on the sewing machine sweating, trying to meet up with clients' order. Let that not be your story. My own case, to even make clothes for my child was a problem. I wasn't even making, I was answering my tailor, but I wasn't making clothes for myself. When I want to go for functions, I'll start looking for what to wear because I couldn't find the time to make clothes for myself. So in this video, I know this is a very long introduction. Whether this is an introduction, I don't know. In fact, I came to rant. So if this video is none of your business, just keep skipping. Somebody sent me a message, one of my viewers, I don't know if the person is subscribed to the channel, saying you talk too much. I have to talk, because if I don't talk, if I don't use the knowledge I have to come out here and teach, how will I put food on my table? So if you're that person watching me, telling me I talk too much, sorry, I have to talk. So like I said earlier, I'll probably end up dividing this video into two. That is if it's too long. As it stands, I don't even know what to title this video, but I guess when I'm editing this video, I'll be able to give it a title. Now I'm just going to give you tips or tell you things you need to do if you're already in this problem, if you're already facing this problem that I just listed out. I'm going to tell you the things you need to do as a dressmaker to make your life fulfilling, to live a fulfilling life. In fact, I'm going to title it How to Live a Fulfilling Life as a Dressmaker or Tailor. Because most of us, we are depressed. We just have to say the truth. We're actually depressed. You're scared of not meeting up with clients' order. You're scared of not sewing the clothes well. You're scared of not growing your business. Learn to work on your business and not in your business. And that is where my first point comes in: delegation. You need to be willing to delegate duties and role as a dressmaker. If you're somebody that really wants to grow your business, you can't be a tailor, a social media manager, a pattern maker, a tutor, because most of you have students that you are teaching and you're not even bringing out time to teach them because you're trying to meet up with customers' order. I used to do that. I'm trying to meet up with a client's order or a customer's clothes that the customer is coming tomorrow to pick. Which time do I have to calm down and teach my students? Learn to delegate duties. Look for tailors that will be sewing your clothes and pour out what you have in them. If they decide to leave you tomorrow, fine. Look for another person and train. Your own team will stick. They will find you and they will stick. It's a journey. You have to keep on trying until you get there. That is why you see so many good designers. Like when you actually go close, you find out that they are not the ones sewing those clothes. They're not the ones sewing it. They might be the ones behind the design process. In fact, I know a designer in Nigeria. I'm not going to mention her name. She's not the one designing her clothes. They're actually fashion illustrators working for her, fashion designers working for her behind the scene, and all she just has to do is, look at it. She already has that eye for detail. She just looks at it and says, no, this one has to come here. Let's use so and so fabric for this. Let's use so and so colors. And she just, does the summary of it all. But the actual design, she doesn't do it. And she's the face behind the brand. The business aspect of fashion is actually different from the actual sewing itself or pattern making. Fashion is broad. But for you to thrive as a fashion, a person, a fashion designer or a business person in fashion, you need to learn the business aspect of things. But how are you going to learn the business aspect of things when you're on the sewing machine sewing, when you don't have time to put your work out there, when you want to be the tailor, your pattern maker, you want to be the quality control manager, you want to be everything at the same time? It's not going to work. You're going to burn out. So learn to delegate. The second one I'm going to expound on is to know your what. But before you do know your what, how often have you been taking upgrade courses? The world is evolving. New things are coming out. Technology is, as in fact, most times to even keep up with it is an uphill task. But what effort are you putting into, learn the new things in this area that you have chosen? What effort are you putting into upgrade yourself in fashion designing? You have to upgrade yourself, know your onion, so that when you now want to place value on yourself, you're very bold on whatever price you're charging. Oh goodness, who is this person? Of all times to hit something on the wall is now. We move regardless. So you have to upgrade, your onion very well, so that when you are placing value on what you already know, people won't call you a thief and say, oh, she's giving low quality stuff for so high a price. People won't call you a thief for that. So give good value, give people what they pay for. If you're charging a large sum of money, give people good value for their money, so that at the end of the day, when they look back and say, oh, I actually paid so and so price and it's worth it, they'll say it's worth it. It was just of recent, Vicky James brought out when she was doing sales, I think so Tijoma talked about that. When she was doing sales on her page on Instagram, she mentioned prices and I was aghast. I was like, wow, people are making it big in this industry. So if you want to be left behind, keep on playing it small. I'm not saying charge as high as Vicky James. Of course, we are free to dream as big as that. But can you give the quality that she gives? She gives so much quality, and she has built her brand to the level where she can charge any amount she wants to charge. And believe you me, there are people that are willing to pay. There are people that can afford it. There are people that can pay. Some people might not even pay for the dress. They are paying because they want to wear her clothes and say, oh, I'm wearing Vicky James. Are you willing to put in that work? So upgrade yourself, know your onion, and charge for it. Place value on it. Another point I want to bring out here is not everybody will be your customer. Not everybody will be your customer. When I started, I had this very bad habit of anybody that asks me, I want to sew clothes, I want to do this. In my mind, I say I must collect that cloth. So even if I'm making that dress a particular style the person brings, if I'm making it for, let me say 15,000 naira, and the person prices me 5,000, because I don't want to let that customer go, I will collect that cloth. And then when I'm sewing it, I'll be so angry. Oh, why did I even collect this cloth? And tomorrow the same person will come again, and I'll still, the cycle continues. Learn not to, it's not every work you collect though. Not everybody is your customer. Not everybody. Is it not better to sew a cloth for 500,000 naira and just have only one customer give you headache than have 100 people that are paying you 10,000 naira, giving you 100 different headaches? Is it not better? So try to understand this. Not everybody is your customer. The sky is big enough for everybody. In fact, if everybody say they should be your customer, you can't even keep up. You won't have the capacity. Your people will find you. So have this mentality. Not everybody is your customer. Another point I want to lay out is for you to know your capacity. Know your capacity. In fact, I didn't know that was my problem. I didn't know my capacity. You just be collecting work that you cannot meet up with. Why? and then tomorrow you'll be sewing by 2 a.m. in the morning because you're trying to meet up with a client's order that is scheduled for 12 p.m. in the afternoon the next day or that same day. Why? Know your capacity, know what you can meet up with, so that you have time for other areas of your life. The sweet thing in life is balance. When you're able to balance your career, your business, your family, and your own personal life, you need time for yourself, you need time for your children, that is if you're married with kids, you need time for your spouse. So how can you create this time when almost the whole day you're using it to sew? So know your capacity and know what you can collect. Next point I want to talk about is for you to prioritize self-care. Your life, see, your career is just one aspect of your life. It's just one aspect of your life. Your health is very important. You see, health is very important. There are so many people in the hospital that had dreams and aspirations, but they can't pursue those dreams because they are bedridden or their health is jeopardized. So if you're working at the expense of your health, how are you going to be strong enough tomorrow to pursue that dream? So you have to prioritize your health, prioritize self-care. In fact, and I am an advocate for personal development and self-care. In 2022, like I told you, that I had that moment of self-reflection and going back to the drawing board and saying, no, this is not how I'm going to live. I can't be living this life. Oyibo people that are always going on vacation, they have the reason for that. It's not like they enjoy sweet life so much that they don't want to work. No, they understand balance. Understand that balance. Prioritize yourself, take care of yourself, so that when you go back and revitalize and re-energize, you come back stronger. You can't be overworking yourself because you're a tailor, and then at the end of the day, the little money you make, use it in treating one illness or the other. It doesn't make sense. I am speaking from experience. I have walked that path and I don't want you to go through that. Niche down, know your capacity, delegate duties, prioritize your self-care, upgrade, be so good that they cannot ignore you, so that when you tell them this is what you charge, when they go around, they still come back to you. I have people like that. I tell them my price, this is what I charge. They say, no, I have somebody that does it cheaper. I will tell you, go to that person, and I'll be smiling while saying it. Oh, go to the person now, no problem, I won't take it, that's not my price. Some of them will even want to force the cloth on you. Take, you are going to sew this cloth. I'll tell them, come and carry your cloth. Or tomorrow when they call me, have you cut my cloth? I said, no, we've not concluded though. So most times they go with their clothes after going around, checking other places. I don't know if they do that. They still come back claiming to be angry, and they still pay me my price, and I make the clothes and I deliver. Why? Because I know my onion. Okay, so be so good that they cannot ignore you. Upgrade, and then be valuable. Place value on your work. Hey, so with Ijoma talked about this thing, how makeup artists value themselves so much and they make so much demand, but as a fashion designer you are scared to put price. I see so many of you in comment section on Facebook, on Instagram, asking, a tailor gave me this clothes, somebody gave me this clothes, please, how much should I charge? Why should I tell you how much to charge? Why should I tell you your worth? It speaks so much of your work, or it speaks so much of you. When I see people ask that question, I'm like, this person has so you have esteem problem. Why? Do you know the kind of work you do? It's likened to architecture, because pattern making. Most people tell me that when they look at pattern making, their eye will just be turning them. And you can sit down as a person and draft something and make out a beautiful cloth, and then you don't want to place value on it. You're asking how much should you charge? Or you start by how many hours you have spent on that cloth. Start by that, because I see so many of you spend 3 hours making a dress and then you're charging 25,000. Why? And I said 3 hours, sorry, 3 days. 3 days on one cloth, and you're charging 25,000. And inside that 25,000, you have you have the things you're using to sew it though. It's not like the 25,000 is all your gain. You will buy lining, you will buy interfacing, you will buy your thread, you will still pay for rent. Why are you undercharging yourself? So this is a wake-up call to all of you. This is a wake-up call to all of you. Stop undervaluing yourself. If you're scared of charging, go and upgrade. Learn your onions. Be so good, be so confident in your skill that when you tell people your price, or when you sew a sample for yourself and you come out, they can see it, so that when you tell them, okay, see, most times when I wear clothes I make and I go out and people tell me, oh, I like the clothes you make, I like this, and the next thing they say, I hope you're not expensive. Of course I'm expensive, because are you not seeing what I'm wearing? I make a top and I beaded it, and you think I'm not expensive. I am expensive, but expensive, for something to be expensive is relative. There are people that you will tell how much that thing is and they can afford it. Affordability is relative. There are some people that 5,000 is chicken change to them. Some people 100,000 is chicken. When you tell them it's 100,000, they just smile. Why? Because they can even afford things of 1 million. So work on yourself as a person, so that your self-esteem will be soaring high. Work on your skill and your craft. Present yourself well online. Delegate. You can't be behind the sewing machine sweating, smelling. Some of you don't even have your baths from morning till night because you are trying to meet up with clients' clothes. Enough is enough. I think I should stop here for now. I've said enough already. So if you're a new dressmaker, you want to get into this field, these are the things to expect and look out for. Don't get too carried away by orders or by customers' clothes that you do not take care of other aspects of your life. That is not life. That is not a good way to live. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, share it. I'm going to be tagging Sewity Joma. I've not really had a one-on-one conversation with her, but I hope to do so. So I'm going to be tagging her, just to build up on what she has already said. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe. But if this channel is not your cup of tea, please keep on working. Like I say, don't waste time on things that do not serve you. So if I'm not giving you value on this channel, please keep on working. Like I said, not everybody's going to be my subscriber, not everybody's going to be my student, not everybody's going to be my customer. Okay, so but in this channel, if you enjoy everything I said, if it resonates with you, if you can relate, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so that you get notified whenever I post new video. Until my next one, I remain my humble self, Joy, the convener of Uwe by Amuli. See you soon. Bye.